Happy New Year's. He was like, Happy New Year's. I love you. Like, you've been killing this. Like, keep going, da-da-da. He's so, like, drunk that he misinterprets the call.
Quiet, because one thing I'm going to do, I'm going to find out the truth. And you know that I was finding out that truth. If I entertain something that I know is not true on the internet, people be like, oh, it is true because you're addressing it. But when I don't address it, it's true as well. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just not going to entertain. And at the end of the day, I know what's going on in my house.
It started with whispers, but now it's a $50 million explosion shaking hip-hop. A scandal so messy it's pulling in rappers, podcasters, ex-boyfriends, and even rumored middlemen who may have traded loyalty for clout. At the center, Cardi B, Offset, and Saweetie, and an alleged naughty tape leak that's got the internet screaming revenge, betrayal, and career sabotage. This isn't just celebrity drama. It's a potential courtroom bloodbath that could drag half the industry under oath. And trust me, the deeper you go, the uglier it gets. $50 million. That's the price tag on the lawsuit shaking the rap world to its core. And it's got Cardi B, Offset, and Saweetie at the center of a scandal so toxic it could end careers, ruin reputations, and spill secrets the industry's been sitting on for years. We're talking an alleged leaked naughty tape, revenge rumors, and accusations of calculated career sabotage. And the craziest part? This isn't some brand new drama out of nowhere. No, baby, this is the resurrection of a betrayal rumor from 2021 that fans swore was dead and buried. Back then, whispers claimed Offset cheated on Cardi with Saweetie while she was still dating Quavo. The internet tore itself apart over it, with messy lyrics, shady interviews, and alleged receipts fueling the fire. But now, that old wound has been ripped wide open, and this time it's not just gossip blogs talking. It's lawyers, subpoenas, and a $50 million price tag that could drag half the industry into court. To understand why this lawsuit feels like déjà vu, we have to rewind to 2021, the year the Icy Queen's fairy tale relationship with Quavo shattered in front of the entire internet. For 2 years, Saweetie and Quavo had been hip-hop's designer-clad power couple, dripping in Birkin bags, diamond chains, and picture-perfect Instagram moments. But in March 2021, TMZ dropped a grainy elevator surveillance video that instantly became one of the most dissected clips in rap gossip history. In it, Quavo and Saweetie are seen tussling over a bright orange Call of Duty case, with Saweetie hitting the floor before Quavo glances up at the camera. No words were needed. That silent footage ignited weeks of fan theories, breakup think pieces, and accusations from every corner of the internet. But the real chaos came after. Whispers started swirling that Saweetie's split from Quavo wasn't just about that elevator. It was about betrayal from inside his own circle. Some industry insiders claimed she'd been secretly involved with Offset while Cardi was pregnant, turning what could have been a private breakup into a family-level scandal for the Migos crew. And just when fans thought it might fade, Quavo himself poured gasoline on the fire in October 2022 with his track Messy. On it, he rapped, B**********F*** Ed my dog behind my back, but I ain't stressing, you went at the gang now, it's got messy. One lyric, and the internet went into overdrive, connecting the dots. Quavo's dog was Offset, the gang was Migos, and the betrayal? Saweetie. Quavo would later downplay the meaning, but by then, the damage was done. The seed of suspicion had been planted, and it's that seed that's now sprouting into a $50 million legal war. Fast forward to 2023, when a rumor everyone thought had been buried suddenly clawed its way back into the headlines. It started innocently enough. Offset sat down for an interview with Joe Budden, and of course, Joe wasn't going to let him skate past the old Saweetie allegations. Offset denied the cheating outright, but not without lacing his denial with a little shade. The way he brushed it off, the smirk, the tone, it was less that never happened and more y'all are wrong, but I'm not explaining why. And that was all the internet needed to start sharpening its pitchforks again. Then came DJ Academics, who decided to pour an entire gas station on the fire. During a Twitch stream, he didn't just allude to Offset's alleged hookups. He started naming names like he was reading a roll call at a gossip award show. Saweetie? Check. Ari Fletcher? Check. Krazian Rock? Double check. And the way he told it, these weren't just random women. These were women connected to Cardi, either through friendship or public support. Academics even claimed some of them had left "I love you, Queen" comments under Cardi's Instagram posts, all while allegedly hooking up with her husband behind the scenes. The public reaction was instant and chaotic. Twitter timelines exploded with conspiracy threads. TikTok detectives started matching outfits from old photos, and YouTube commentary channels ran with every possible theory. Some fans swore Academics was just stirring the pot for clout. Others claimed this was confirmation of everything Quavo hinted at in Messy. Either way, the rumor was alive again. Louder, messier, and with way more moving pieces than before. And then, just when the gossip was starting to feel like old news, the bomb dropped. Industry whispers claimed there was an actual naughty tape involving Saweetie, and the most jaw-dropping part? The person allegedly behind the leak wasn't some anonymous hacker or bitter ex. It was said to be Cardi B herself. The whispers painted a picture straight out of a revenge plot. Saweetie gearing up for a major album rollout, building her brand, stacking endorsement deals, and then suddenly, this private tape leaks online, threatening to derail everything. Speculation about motive went wild. Some believed Cardi wanted to humiliate Saweetie publicly as payback for the Offset cheating rumors. Others thought it was a calculated strike, a way to tarnish Saweetie's image right before a competitive release, forcing the spotlight back onto Cardi at a critical career moment. And then there were the ones who said, Cardi's too smart to risk something this illegal. She wouldn't throw her bag away over petty drama. The fanbase was completely split. One side dissected every move Cardi made on social media. The timing of her cryptic posts, the likes she left on shady comments, treating it like a confession in plain sight. The other side said the whole theory was ridiculous, that Cardi's name was just being dragged into another messy rumor cycle, because she's an easy target. But with the lawsuit now claiming damages tied to that leak, the question hanging in the air was simple. If Cardi didn't do it, who did, and why is her name the one echoing the loudest? By early 2025, all the whispers, subtweets, and podcast shade had morphed into something deadly serious. A $50 million lawsuit. In court filings obtained by industry blogs, Saweetie's legal team laid out a brutal case. Defamation, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and deliberate career sabotage. They argued the leaked tape wasn't just a violation of privacy. It was a targeted move designed to humiliate her publicly, poison her brand deals, and cripple her music rollout before it even began. And Saweetie's lawyers aren't just asking for damages. They're demanding forensic evidence to prove exactly where the leak came from. That means subpoenas for Cardi's and Offset's devices, IP traces, deleted files, and cloud storage pulls. Anything that could tie the tape's upload back to their inner circle. Even more explosive? There are rumors the discovery process could uncover intimate text messages between Saweetie and Offset. Messages that, if real, would finally confirm the affair Quavo hinted at in Messy and blow the lid off years of denial. The stakes aren't just personal here. If the court finds Cardi had any role, even indirectly, she could be facing massive financial damages and potentially criminal implications. If Saweetie's case crumbles, her own credibility and the truth about the affair might collapse right along with it. Either way, this isn't just a lawsuit. It's a career death match in designer heels. Just when it seemed like the legal fight couldn't get any messier, the potential witness list started making the rounds. And it reads like a crossover episode between a courtroom drama and a rap beef documentary. First up, Quavo. Word is he's been sitting on private receipts for years, screenshots, old group chat messages, maybe even photos, and he's allegedly ready to testify if it means clearing his own name from the fallout of that 2021 elevator incident. Industry insiders claim Quavo's testimony could either confirm or completely destroy the Saweetie Offset affair narrative, depending on which side he chooses to back. Then there's DJ Academics, who's suddenly facing his own legal heat. Saweetie's team has reportedly slapped him with defamatory amplification claims, accusing him of not just repeating rumors, but intentionally inflating them for clicks and views. If he gets dragged onto the stand, every wild statement he's made about Saweetie, Cardi, and Offset could be dissected under oath, with receipts to match. And if that wasn't enough chaos, two wildcard names are floating around the witness pool: Blueface and Crazian Rock. Both have publicly tangled with Cardi and Offset in the past, and insiders claim they might have first-hand tea about the inner circle drama, the tape circulation, or even Offset's alleged extracurricular activities. Imagine that testimony: volatile personalities, unfiltered stories, and just enough truth mixed with petty to make the courtroom explode. By this point, the internet detectives had gone full CSI, and the spotlight shifted from Cardi and Saweetie themselves to the people orbiting them. One of the hottest theories? That the tape wasn't leaked directly by Cardi at all, but by a former assistant who left her camp on bad terms. According to anonymous tip pages, this ex-staffer allegedly had access to Cardi's private files, knew her social media logins, and had been quietly shopping explosive material to blogs months before the leak ever hit. But then came the middleman rumors, whispers of a third-party celebrity courier, someone well-connected to both women, who allegedly passed the file from one camp to another. The gossip here is murky, but the name-dropping has been relentless. Stylists, mutual friends, even a certain DJ who's been seen with both crews in VIP booths. Some say this middleman was paid off. Others think they were just messy and opportunistic, feeding the fire for clout. And of course, the fandom conspiracy gears kicked into overdrive. A growing number of fans believe the entire feud is being quietly orchestrated by industry rivals. Big-name players who see Cardi and Saweetie as competing brands that are stronger together than apart. The theory goes, pit them against each other, tarnish both reputations, and clear the lane for another female rapper to dominate without resistance. Whether that's paranoid TikTok talk or a calculated industry move, the lines between truth and manipulation have never looked blurrier. If this case actually makes it to trial, the drama could jump from celebrity gossip to criminal headlines overnight. Under California law, the non-consensual distribution of intimate images, better known as revenge porn, isn't just a civil issue. It's a criminal offense, carrying penalties that can include up to 6 months in county jail and thousands in fines. And if prosecutors believe there was intent to cause harm or profit from the leak, the charges and the potential jail time get even steeper. For Cardi, the financial danger is just as explosive. She's already facing a multi-million-dollar debt from losing her defamation battle against blogger Tasha K, and another massive payout in Saweetie's $50 million suit could be devastating. Sources close to her label say the legal team is in overdrive, trying to settle quietly before things spiral. Because if a jury believes Cardi had any role, direct or indirect, her assets, brand partnerships, and touring plans could be shredded in the verdict's wake. And then there's Offset. Even without criminal exposure, a public trial could paint him as either a cheater or a co-conspirator, both career killers in the court of public opinion. His label reportedly fears that endorsement deals, collabs, and even tour insurance could collapse if he's formally tied to the scandal. In short, if this case goes all the way, it's not just reputations on the line. It's freedom, fortune, and the future of two of hip-hop's most marketable stars. And here's where this saga turns from messy into downright dangerous. Because if this hits a courtroom, the truth won't just drip out, it'll pour. Imagine this. Quavo, sitting under oath, finally asked point-blank if the cheating rumor that split him and Saweetie in 2021 was real. No more subliminal lyrics. No more sneaky Instagram unfollows. Just a sworn statement that could either clear the air or confirm one of the juiciest betrayals in hip-hop history. But then there's Offset. Sources close to the case whisper that if the evidence starts pointing toward him, he might make the ultimate survival move, distancing himself from Cardi in the most brutal way possible. Think, I didn't leak anything, but I can't speak for what my wife might have done. If he does that, not only could it fracture their marriage beyond repair, it could hand Saweetie's lawyers the golden ticket they've been praying for. And let's not forget the wild card that could flip the entire case on its head: the middleman. That mysterious, well-connected celebrity courier whose name keeps coming up in private DMs and blind items. If that person's identity comes out in court, and if they admit to passing the tape, it could shift all the blame and all the legal heat onto someone neither Cardi nor Saweetie saw coming. At this point, every player in this drama is balancing on a razor's edge. Because if even one of these things happens, if Quavo speaks, if Offset flips, or if the middleman is unmasked, this isn't just a scandal. It's a career-ending chain reaction.